Like most people who grew up in the late 1990s in India, I have a special relationship with trains. Back then flights were few and, at least for the middle class, prohibitingly expensive. We took trains everywhere, riding mostly in second class and occasionally first class when my father was feeling generous. Air-conditioned compartments were an inconceivable luxury back then. Train travel became synonymous with travel and adventure. In a child's imagination, the tracks led from small cantonments out to big cities and wondrous places he'd never seen. And trains were my way out of there. This isn't just my story. Almost 4 million people board trains in India every day, going to work or holiday, or as is the case with rural migration, to seek their fortunes in cities.
Platform 5, eh?
Yeah, this should be it, huh?
Wow.
First proper train trip for us.
You know, the smells and sights of a railway station, it really takes you back to my childhood, bro. You know, because when we were kids, trains were the only way we traveled.
Yeah.
So it's kind of synonymous with travel for me, you know. It's really sort of nothing.
But a lot of
smells
people
like
come to India just to do the train trips in India.
I've done any. I don't know. Really?
Yeah, I think so. It's a famous thing.
But what is the name of the train we're taking in?
We're taking the Gatimaan Express.
Gatimaan.
What does it mean, Gatimaan, actually?
I think it means something like Gatimaan. It probably is like a benchmark for speed, so it's a fast train, isn't it?
So, yeah,
Is that how you
they were
put it?
saying it was the fastest train in India, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's going to be quite exciting to see like their punctuality and all. Because in Germany, you know, the train just leaves on the dot. You know.
Well, why would? Well, we're not Germany, but I wouldn't be surprised if it is. So what time is it? What time
They're
does it get?
saying it's going to reach at 7:45 and leave at 8:10. So let's see if they keep it up.
We should time it, you know.
Yeah, you know, we should check.
Yeah, we should
It's
time
going to
it.
be an interesting.
How long does it take to reach Agra? Do you know?
So we'll be reaching at 9:50. So what does that make it? An hour 40?
Sweet.
In the last millennium, trains were almost always late, sometimes by hours and even days. It was one of those things one just took for granted. You never left to board a train without checking on its running status.
Gatimaan Express from Hazrat Nizamuddin to Agra, Gwalior is now ready for departure from platform number 5. We wish you
The Gatimaan Express traverses the 200-odd kilometers from Delhi to Agra in a heartbeat, and it leaves bang on time. How things have changed.
Thank you.
Impressive, man. Right on time, huh?
8:10, huh? And what's the running time? 2 hours? No.
It's on the dot. Well, it's scheduled to reach at 9:50. So what does that become? An hour 40?
Yeah.
How many kilometers is it from Delhi to Agra?
About 200 by road.
Right.
The Gatimaan Express is possibly one of the plushest and certainly the fastest ride I've ever had on a train in India. The food is way better than what I expected, and the staff is rather courteous and attentive. Even the gent who's checking the tickets is super congenial and up for a chat.
Hello, sir.
Hi,
Hello.
how are you?
Hello. Can I have your ticket, sir?
Yes, so there you go. In this digital age,
Yeah.
we still believe in paper.
Can I have your ID, please?
Yes.
Your passport?
Yes, please. There you go.
Okay, Meraj.
Ji.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ji.
It's yours. Passport.
It's a nice train you got here.
Thank you, sir.
What is the average speed of this train? It's quite fast, no?
Yeah, so 160, sir.
160 is the average.
Average.
And what is our expected?
Highest speed, sir.
Highest?
Highest
in India?
highest, yeah, India.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what is our arrival time in?
9:50.
And I suppose it sort of
Yeah, Agra.
makes it on time usually.
Yes, exactly, sir.
Usually.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Have a nice day.
160 average, huh?
Even though I haven't traveled much on trains in India, I have journeyed a fair bit on these across the world. The Trans-Siberian Railway in particular is one that I'll always remember. I boarded a train in Finland and pulled into Beijing some 10 days later. I just love the pace of travel in a train. You can read a book, and I tend to look at photographs I've taken. It just seems so much more conducive to a slower and more rewarding pace of life.
It's not the first time in India, but first time on the train in India and first time in Delhi. So very excited. We're going to Taj Mahal to see Taj Mahal, and I very much enjoy the experience of being on the train.
Everything's very well organised, and people are very organised, helpful, and we're quite excited to go and see Agra.
It's very special experience. I heard it's the high-speed train, so I've never been on a high-speed train before.
Apparently, Agra has an airport, but I've never met anyone who has flown there. It doesn't make sense to go through all that trouble if you can just board the Gatimaan and get there in under 2 hours. The train was late though, by 1 solitary minute.
What time do it's 9:50?
It is 2 minutes late.
1 minute late. It won't do.
It won't do.
It won't do. Train's moving, train's moving. Agra, see you, Chief. Here we are, Agra. Huh?
We made it. In no time.
No time, huh?
Yeah.
How different is this from like trains in Sweden? Have you ever
Well, trains in Sweden are much higher standard.
Shut up. What do you mean much higher standard?
But in Russia, they're nicer than Russian trains. I took a train through all of Russia, actually.
Really? Did you?
Yeah. This train is much higher standard than that.
Trans-Siberian?
Yeah.
So this is really?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's not like a... I thought
That was a really run-down train.
Oh, I would have thought it was extremely low.
Actually, now they've upgraded them, apparently.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I traveled from my hometown to Hong Kong, actually, by
How long was that?
Some 200 hours.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, here it took us only an hour and a half or two.
Yeah, an hour 40 minutes.
The Golden Triangle, Agra, Jaipur and Delhi, accounts for more overseas visitors to India than any other destination. It's not hard to discern why, especially for Agra that is home to the Taj Mahal, a wonder of the world, and arguably the most outstanding monument of the Mughal era in the world. Meraj and I have both been to see the Taj on multiple occasions, and with no malice to its superlative virtues, have decided to give it a miss this time around, simply because there's more to this city that we never get to experience because we're so fixated on the Taj Mahal.
Shoes, I love them, not in an Imelda Marcos kind of way, but it is still a serious vice. And yet I've never come to Agra specifically to buy shoes, which a number of people do. The shoemaking industry has a long history in the city, and even today, the bulk of the country's export market is captured by manufacturers from Agra.
Meraj doesn't know this, but I managed to get in touch with Karam Udyog, a shoe manufacturing enterprise that makes shoes only for export. The kind people at the factory have invited us over and even agreed to get custom shoes made for us.
Oh, look at that. Dude, it's a showroom,
Shoes from wall to wall.
This is shoe heaven, huh?
Wow.
I love shoes like these, man. You know, brogues with like these chunky soles.
Yeah, true.
You can wear them casually. For somebody who has a shoe fetish. Wow. How did you find this
you're
place?
like a woman.
That is, I mean, I resent that. That is a sexist statement, and you're doing yourself no favors by saying that. Because when women hear you say that, you're not going to score any brownie points. Gorgeous.
So I was looking for a place where I can get shoes in my size, because I find usually the shoe sizes here end at 45.
What are you, a 12?
47, so...
What is that, a 13?
That is a UK 12. So with this place, I should be able to find something that fits, because I think these guys, they export to Europe a lot.
This
so.
only looks like export stuff. All these shoes are
like this.
very European sensibilities. Look at this. This is a gorgeous shoe, yeah. Pat Calvin, huh?
Picasso. Some very artistic shoe, this one.
These are not meant for India, yeah?
Proper insulated
These
boots.
people are obviously like exporting this stuff.
Yeah, so
like major brands
that's what
too,
they do, yeah. They do export to Europe a lot.
Oh, look at that one, yeah. Some different colors as well.
Super thick sole on this one. Yeah, these are very nice. Kingsley.
So anyway, who's the guy you've spoken to?
So I've spoken to Aditya.
Okay.
And he's going to meet us. He's expecting us. He knows we're coming.
Okay.
So we'll see if we can get some shoes made for us.
He told you we could do that? Really?
Well, yeah, because I mean, I've told him my situation. It's hard for me to find shoes here, you know. It's a special situation. So we'll see if we can have some shoes custom made.
You've used the whole humanitarian angle.
I can't find shoes.
Oh, that's a gorgeous shoe, yeah? Wow, look at that sole.
Oh, hey, you must be Aditya.
Yes,
nice to meet you finally. This is Meraj.
Johan, how are you?
Yeah, very good.
Are you
very
Johan?
good. Yeah, I am Johan.
Pehchan gaya unko, mera naam Meraj hai. How are you? Nice to meet you. Chalo, let's give our measurements and let's get on with it.
Okay.
How do we give our measurements?
How does it work with measurements?
Just I have to draw.
Okay.
The pencil.
Yep.
Okay, measurement done. Like I think basically we need to decide what kind of shoes we want.
I think so. Yeah. How should we go about choosing the shoes?
I'll tell you what. Let me recommend a shoe for you, and you can recommend a shoe for me.
That sounds fun. Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure you would never pick the shoe that I would pick for you.
So Aditya,
what shoe would you pick for me?
Aditya, I think for Johan, he would like a shoe like this, like leather, semi-casual, but in a really striking color which makes him stand out, like a canary yellow or a bright green or something.
Like my height doesn't make me stand out already.
Bright,
all right.
bright green leather shoe.
Sort of. So for you, I think I'll find something equally striking. I think a brogue shoe in multiple different colors.
A brogue in different colors.
Love it, absolutely love it. For me it's a real treat because it's so hard to find shoes in my size in India.
Wow, I had no idea that shoes of this quality and caliber were being manufactured in Agra. It's a bit of a shame though that all of these are exported and one can't just walk into a store and buy them.
Sweet shoes you got, huh?
Yeah.
It's been a packed morning and we just wanted to walk around the city and explore for a bit.
It looks like a very Pahadganj vibe to it.
Came across this street that has a proliferation of neat looking cafes. We settled on the Marley Cafe that looked inviting.
Coming out of that shoe factory, it's nice to come to a place to get that glue smell out of your system. That was some strong odor in that shoe factory, man.
Yeah, what was that thinner?
I think it was glue, no?
Must be glue. Yeah.
Just in the entire factory. Look at this thing.
Appropriation of Bob Marley.
Right.
Probably like the biggest export that the...
But it works.
So coffee pila dijiye yaar. Don't worry, be hippie. No woman, no cry, no chapati, no chai.
I'm a bit on the fence with the way Marley's legacy is claimed by establishments that cater to backpackers. The whole spliff smoking hippie vibe is hardly all that Marley was about. No malice to the Marley Cafe though, although the coffee could certainly be better.
I know we decided to not go see the Taj Mahal, but I'm loath to let an opportunity pass by to shoot it at dusk, albeit from a distance. Shanti Cafe, in the proximity of the Taj, apparently has a terrace with a great vantage point. We quickly make our way across.
Oh. Wow. I like these places with a view.
Where's the view?
Panoramic view.
Oh, there.
Nothing in the way. A few trees only in the way.
You know what? I think our decision not to go to the Taj Mahal is going to be the best decision we've made.
But we have to have it somehow in there. Let's not do the regular experience, but maybe, you know, getting close to it. Something unusual though, you know, like not the stereotypical.
Yeah.
that'll be a good way to
Don't
avoid the tourist masses.
Chai?
Yeah,
Huh?
definitely.
The Taj Mahal is a breathtakingly gorgeous structure, and I don't mean that metaphorically, it literally takes your breath away. Gorgeous as it is, I'm not quite on board with the sentiment that led to its construction. This whole premise of legacy, of being remembered ad infinitum, or in this case, immortalization of a man's love for a woman, escapes me. Love is personal, it's intimate. Why would you want the world to remember it when neither you nor your significant other are alive? I don't want to be judgmental though, just saying that I don't get it. John Keats once wrote, "Unlamented let me die, and not a stone tell where I lie." That kind of works for me.
Spectacular. Huh?
Yeah.
Spectacular. I mean, no matter how many times I come here, it always blows me away. Larger than life. This thing is epic, yeah. A monument to a man's love for a woman, Johan.
He has to die first.
Yeah, that's a bad joke, bro.
We've been told about this defunct tannery close by, from where, apparently, you get a great view of the river and the monument. What a different point of view! I think this even beats being within the Taj Mahal complex. There it's hard to get good pictures because there are always so many people milling about. This is perfect! We're meeting John Rosario, who told us about this place. John runs cycling tours in Agra.
What is this place?
Oh, this used to be a tannery, like it's a very old tannery.
Oh, okay.
And this used to be a leather factory from British time. And later it was converted, like British left, then Indian people came, they took over. And when Taj Mahal came into UNESCO, so the people has to stop this factory because of the pollution.
So we're talking about what, pre-independence still?
After independence.
After independence.
Yeah.
I think our decision not to go to the Taj is the best one we've made on this trip.
We've worked up quite an appetite this morning, and John has suggested we try the bedi, street food that's very popular in Agra for breakfast. We've been advised to try our luck at Deviram Sweets, where apparently the bedi is so good that it gets sold out in the first few hours of the morning.
Do bedi diyo yaar.
A special procedure preparing this. Looks almost like a combination of dal and that mint sauce.
No, it's basically aloo and puri.
For Agra or what?
Dena yaar do bedi. Bedi it's called. It looks
Bedi, so
I
it's
don't
like
know.
the Agra version of a puri sabji.
Well, bro, I've just picked it up right now. I thought it looked like puri. There you go.
All right.
There you go.
cheers.
Healthy food for you first thing in the morning.
All right.
Thank you. Wait. Oh. That's like looks like a deep fried puri.
Yeah.
And that looks like, like bhaji, potatoes.
And this is a banana leaf it's served on, or what? Organic.
Organic little plate.
Used to be really popular here, huh? So apparently this guy Devi Ram is apparently been around for years. Huh?
Yeah? One of the hangout.
I was asking these guys a little earlier why people are honking so much. They're like, well, because traffic can't pass through apparently later.
Yeah.
Because there's such a surging crowd.
So it's mainly, this is a morning thing, a breakfast thing here.
Well, I think so.
I wonder if they sell out then or if they keep it going all day.
No, apparently it closed at 9:30.
Yeah?
I mean, I read a bit about it yesterday. I have to say, I mean...
It's like spicy and sweet.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of an acquired taste.
Yeah.
But it's not bad.
It's an interesting taste, but I don't think I'm going to adopt this as my breakfast habit.
It's incredibly healthy, Johan.
You reckon? Deep fried though. Come on.
This is soul food.
What?
Yeah, I know you have all this. I know you're on this health thing, but you got to think about soul food, bro. This is soul food.
Gives you a hearty appearance.
You use your hands, no knives and forks.
Sometimes when I find food like this, though, I think, where's the knife and fork? It's a little bit of a mess. I'm not good at this.
No, you're really good at it, Johan.
No.
You're really good at it.
I've been making a mess.
You should adopt an Indian last name. Seriously.
Johan.